Right. Hey guys.
Howdy.
So it's been a little while. Sorry I was
He's up and up.
sick, but we're back now.
He's alive. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Last time we were together. Uh for the most part, most of you stuck together. You all realized that there was something ailing a good chunk of the party and attempted to deal with it in the most paranoid way that Yorn knew how. Solve problems with magic. In doing so, he cast a spell upon himself and realized that his compulsion to abide by a command that was presented by Lady Shiva no longer held as much sway as it did before. Um, you all continued on to treat this ailment with all the others, and Arzakuk uh, also made sure to cast the same spell on Sporecap because Sporecap was also afflicted. However, a trade needed to be made for a badger that he continues to yell at every now and then to get bigger. Aside from that, most of you decided to go to a tavern, talk to the bartender, drink some of the delicious
But
ale
weird ale.
that is provided uh, that is provided at a very steep cost, and not necessarily knowing if it's steep because of the actual price of the ale or if it's steep because of you who being the ones who bought it, but a deceptively good ale that Graw may have had a few too many and became a little bit more readily available to listen to people's requests.
Mm-hmm.
A request that was eventually given by Yorn to grab Sporecat because you all were gonna hightail it together after traumatizing a bartender and making him question his reality and why is he still living. That you were all gonna go to make your way toward the manor that Lady Shiva presided in. For I believe she requested your presence. Upon, upon entering Sporecat, it is noticed to you due to familiarity with your past, but there is a shimmer in the air. Um, Yorn, I would say that you probably see it as well, but the best you can possibly think of it at the time is most likely dust or dander. Uh,
Oh.
but Sporecat, you hear within your head danger, danger. As this dust, dander, mist in the air trigger something within you. All the while, you being held in the tail as a spider by Graw.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we'll continue today's session. You all have entered the presentory hall of a very small manor. Uh, it is. uh, it is a tile-ridden floor that has multiple uh, pyres with light and rows of pews, almost uh, cathedral-like in its presentation, with a set of chairs at the very end of the hall that I think a couple of you can see, with a few figures at the end of the hall, one of whom you recognize as Lady Shiva on the far end. What do you do?
Not piss her off. uh, I mean, I'm down to go say hi if you guys are.
Beam.
Well, I suppose they are expecting us.
Well, lead the way, bud. I will follow your half drow, half chest, half elf, and everything else. If it will let me move.
I will start moving forward with
is.
everybody to approach.
Oh, I was wondering what the fuck is going on. You
Fractional
guys go
control
ahead and move
hierarchy.
up my settings. I gotta switch that. I gotta turn that one thing on. That relaunch. Okay. That should
On be behind Groth.
fix.
Yeah, you're hanging onto my tail.
You're brushing me in your tail. I'm captured.
Oh yeah,
by
that's
you.
right. I did grab you.
I can't move.
Wish.
Can't make angry spider noises in my mic. It's not picking up.
Yeah, are you still hissing?
Yes.
He's just hissing over there. Okay. All right. I am back and everything is working perfectly again. Sorry. Forgot I had to turn on the acceleration thing, so but now it's all good.
Before we
Texas.
reach the pews here, just because like we're about to go see the town's royalty, since Sporecap is still hissing in my tail, I'm just gonna like, if I can, move my tail and kind of turn toward if I can see him in my tail's grasp.
Sure, you can.
I'll just look at him and say like, you really need to pipe down.
It gets louder.
Oh my god. Okay. If I let go of you, will you
It's
stop?
like a mouse. It's like a mouse with bronchitis. That's what it sounds like right now.
Just-
Incredible.
If I let go of you, will you stop?
Okay.
No response. You're just gonna keep hissing.
How am I going to respond? I keep hissing.
You could just
One
stop
of you is
hissing.
missing.
Die.
One of you is missing. Where is he?
Don't I
The
stop
plant
tweaking.
one.
Pyroar?
The plant one.
Stop.
Oh, she's talking.
He's here. Don't worry about it. He's here. He's just
he's
he
a he's a spider right now,
yeah.
but he's here. He's hissing on Graw's tail.
With that, oh god, I'm still under the effects of the alcohol. I don't think I'd try to subvert. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'll just hold my tail up and shake it, and be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, he's right here."
The squeaking starts up again really loud.
Not to enjoy games being played in our court.
I mean, this wasn't in your.
Yeah,
court.
these aren't games. I mean,
This is just what he does.
we're just here, and he doesn't speak anyway. He's just a
Ah,
mushroom.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Well, he's a druid, so he just randomly changes into animals. But I mean, it wouldn't matter if he was a spider or his normal self. When he's his normal self, he doesn't have a mouth, so like he doesn't talk. We just kind of play charades with him. So I guess we do games. I apologize. We do play games, but it's so that we know what he's saying.
How can you trust someone you cannot communicate with?
I don't know. He's been really cool to me for like the past. Oh shit! How long have we been going? Probably months, I guess, wandering around.
7 years.
7 years.
No, it has not been 7 years in game, has it?
Not at
No.
all.
Okay, Jesus.
Yeah,
So yeah,
maybe 6-ish months. I would say.
yeah, sure.
Mm.
So I'll just say
Maybe.
yeah, 6-ish months.
No,
something
not
like
even.
that. Not even.
No.
Well,
it's closer to 2.
okay.
The last 2 months, the last 6 weeks, whatever.
Yeah, he's been completely trustworthy and hasn't screwed me over, and I'm extremely paranoid. If that helps.
Say none of us are dead yet.
He's actually helped me in situations where I was going to die before, and he could have left me for dead. So
The flashbangs are medicinal.
So he has kept you alive. For what
Ye-
purposes?
I don't know. I've never asked him.
Well,
That would kind of be really hard to understand through charades, though. So I'm not too worried about it.
I really don't know what big mushroom people want from other folks. Maybe he's keeping us alive to
Zombie us when we die?
let us die of natural causes and rot and get more flavor. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know he likes rotting things.
So do you.
in
Well,
any case,
do you say
he,
that?
He's into books.
Shadow, do you say that?
I silently from the back of the group, like look at your, like kind of like whisper to Yorn, like, so do you.
Right.
I'm gonna yell out. He's into books.
And then you see the woman on the left of you all. Says, I can confirm. The mushroom
This one?
did come to visit my office,
Oh.
looking at my library. Lady Shiva says, so, he desires knowledge. What is it that all of you desire?
freedom.
Unfortunately, I do not believe that will be the case.
I mean, I already have my freedom. I just know you can turn it back off or on or whatever again. So I figure I'll just do what you want until we can leave.
Why would you want to leave? Have you not
Well,
seen him?
I mean, you made me do things that I didn't really want to do, but you know, you've got a
been
pretty
in his-
powerful god, so I'm kind of like pretty chill now.
You've been in his presence. Have you? How is it that you resist his desire?
Oh, he's not. Hang on. He's not as powerful as Lord Mercule. So, I mean, I'm down to help out, but if Mercule calls, I'm doing everything I can to do what Mercule wants out of fear. Your god's not that scary.
Wouldn't be so quick to jump to conclusions.
Well, don't worry, because
Aside from the
Mercule's
mouthy
not
one,
angry yet.
what is
so-
it that all of you else want?
I'm gonna go ahead and
Shadow's just hiding.
Shadow is hiding, and I'm gonna go ahead and step to the right. Hopefully I get into view. If they
You
can
are.
see me or not. Okay.
I mean,
And
as if
I'm
you
just
wouldn't
gonna.
have been already.
That's
She's a
true.
really tall woman.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
you stick out.
Not just
Yes.
that, but like this woman stands like 6.5 feet tall.
Whoa.
Oh,
She's a very tall woman.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take a step to the right because it'd be a little bit more in view. And I'm gonna go ahead and exclaim that I have a vendetta to settle, and for whoever I serve does not what is the word?
Don't.
Does not bother me as long as I can settle said vendetta.
Please elaborate on your vendetta.
It was, how should I say, my life was taken by someone I trusted.
So you have a score you wish to settle, for you are not living as of right now?
Possibly.
So I believe you all can tell the off-put nature most of us in this court have against you all, for you all have powers that seem to be a little greater than most traveling groups. And all of you walking amongst each other is a risk.
A risk?
Yes.
What do you mean?
If you are not put in the direction that is to the benefit of a greater good, what's to say you don't turn and just become a roving band of bandits and raiders and marauders and kill and raise the dead at your own whim?
We
For it
had
seems
shit
that
we
you
were
have the
doing.
capabilities of doing such.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, we have stuff we're doing for Ram.
Remember
We were
that
getting all
whole.
that
Who's
done.
this Ram?
Remember the whole "Hey, we work for Elversalt" thing?
Yeah,
Never
we
spoken of
literally.
Elversalt
Yeah,
to me.
no, we told you, and we told your band of roving bandits who attacked us at random when we told them no, we work for Eversalt, and they attacked us, and then we defended ourselves, and then you sent more people after us saying that we were the bad guys. No, I'm sorry, you attacked us first. We were just doing our job.
And what job was that exactly?
Well, we were going to get beer. You stopped flowing the beer to Elversalt. We were coming to see why.
Not Elversalt. That was
Not quite.
Proskur? No.
This
Pre-pro.
is
No.
Proskur.
Yeah.
Pre-pro.
Shit. Yeah. Pre-pro.
However, work we have been doing in Elversalt is to help rebuild the city. We've
Yeah,
been
because half of
gathering
it's like
supplies.
destroyed.
gathering resources,
Mm-hmm.
fetching people who have been tasked by the mayor of the town to help rebuild and clean up the city. We've even been bound into service by said mayor already to help achieve these goals.
Yeah.
Why do you
And
think
I,
we all have these weird ass
yeah,
tattoos and
I
brags?
immediately show my tattoo on my bicep.
So, not all of you have it as presentary as others.
Shadow
Yeah.
is
So, it is eventually
kind of just
shown that
sticking his arm out from behind.
currently 6 out of 8 of you
Squeaking.
have said marking.
Just more squeaking. Okay.
Is he
Yeah.
still shaking me, by the way? Can I...
Oh no, I
Look
put
at
I
you.
put you
He's
down.
waving you around.
Oh, okay,
My
good.
tail is now back to like normal, just resting.
All right. It's quieted down a bit. You can still hear it. Probably only you, Grob. But
But there's more squeaking.
yeah, they're still squeaking.
Is there any way to discern if that is a general scream of me holding you or a put me down scream?
Roll an
I'm just
insight
doing
check.
it to annoy you. I can tell you that outright.
Okay, I'll still do the
Love it.
roll. You said which roll?
I would say insight, but no, he told you
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
what
he,
it meant.
yeah.
All right, well, if you're just there to be annoying, then fuck you. I'm not letting go.
Yeah, Graw, you can infer based on the fact that it sounds like the same squeak over and over and over. Like I'm just doing na 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 na.
You fucking brat.
All you hear is
You must understand from the perspective of my men that a group of monsters that walk so carelessly in front of our city does not interact with us in any way, shape, or form to show non-aggression. That you all must be put down.
so
And if had we approached the town at all to even just say hi, what would have happened? As you say, a group of monsters just so carelessly gallivanting around. Had we approached your town What would you have done?
That would have been entirely up to you. Had you approached our town and lit it aflame like you have already.
No, no, no. You tried to arrest us for your guys attacking us first. Why would I go to court where you're obviously going to hang us? I mean, we're here now, but
Who has
why
said
would I
that
do
you would
that?
be hung?
Because you don't just kill a bunch of guards or whatever you had roaming the streets to attack random bystanders, because that's what happened to us. You don't just kill royal guards and then not get hung. And you tried to arrest us and told us we'd have to go to court. And I was like, oh, so we're just screwed because we're outsiders. The only reason we even came to the town was to get the beer flowing again. That was it. I was just going to come, see what's
You
up
do
with the
realize
beer.
that it is your fault that the beer has stopped.
Well, now
A
I know
roving-
that.
A roving troop of monsters. and
No, no, no.
degenerates
We were on our
attacked
way.
members of our society.
No,
and
you
we must
attacked us.
isolate and defend ourselves.
You attacked us.
This is great discourse. With the spider still tied great in my tail, I'm just gonna come up next to you and say, you. So let me get this straight. You say that monsters attacked you, and then the beer stopped.
No. I say that we had one survivor amongst 4 that was sent to scout all of you. One
Okay.
survivor
Well,
I
okay.
made it
Why are you
on
sending
the shred
spies
of his life.
who would attack us first if we're not supposed to defend ourselves? I don't understand what you planned to have happen with that circumstance. If you send spies, we don't know who they are, and they attack us, we're going to kill them back. What did you think was going to happen, ma'am?
Is it your policy to have all of your scouts draw weapons and then threaten the very people they meet on the road?
Yeah,
Because that's what
the fuck?
happened.
He looks over to one of the to the two jackal wares that are closest to you. That is not the report that we received.
Duh.
Can you?
Do you really think your
explain
subordinates
yourself?
are going to tell you the truth about how they attacked random bystanders? Of course they're not. But of
They were
course,
under
you're probably
direct
not.
order to listen to my command.
Well, they didn't.
My command was to follow you, to report on you. What is to say that you did not act in an aggressive manner to provoke them in
Well,
defending
this is
themselves?
exactly why I didn't want to get arrested, because you're not going to believe us no matter what we say. So we're at a standstill. You
I
either
suggest
hang
you
us.
tell the truth.
I am.
I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I love that we just enter in here and it's just like a kid.
Well, I
yelling
knew
at their
exactly this was going to be what happens the whole time.
dad.
Okay. So you are under the effects of the suggestion spell currently.
Perfect. Finally, I can tell
She-
her the truth, and
she
she'll know.
She has asked that you tell the truth.
Yes. I explain literally exactly what I've been saying. I just keep bitching as I have.
A long silence falls upon her.
At this point, Carl's just like making the motion with his hands. Be like, you see?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. And I just go, by the way, you could have just done that in the first place and asked me, and I would have just let you use it on me, because you would have got the same answer.
Harper, go retrieve him. this Jackalware here bows and then rushes past all of you. Minutes go by. What happens? What do you all do? Because she is
I'm
not going to
just
say
waiting.
anything for the time.
I mean, so long
I'm
as
just chilling.
so
Like,
long- so- yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so long as you say that I'm still under the effects of that alcohol, I am just resting my head against the pew right here, and I'm just
Weekend!
like slowly wagging my tail, swinging spore cat left and right, just like doop a doop a doo. Just kind of like a slight smile, like this is a good time.
I'm gonna actually come over to this one and prop my feet up and just kind of chill and just keep watching her. I don't know what she plans on doing. If she's gonna hang me, she's gonna hang me. I'm already stuck here, so there's not much I can do about it. So I'm just chilling.
Andy, just be sure to let me know when my 2 hours is done for the spider.
Oh, you have a ways, man.
Okay, good.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not
So-
leaving.
About 15 minutes go by. Arzakuk eventually makes his way to have a seat.
Oh, this
Pyroar.
is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Pyroar
By the way,
howl.
Shadow is not sitting in the pew. He is hiding behind Arzakuk behind the pew.
Pyroar is going to sit next to Graw as he's waiting. And you eventually
yeah.
see the one Jackalware return with another. He bows. He takes his spot. As Jackalware approaches and falls to his knees. Lady Shiva says, "Dear child, do not lie to me. Tell me exactly what happened to you and your troop. I suggest you tell the truth." Casts a spell. He submits. "My lady, we approached. We watched. We tried our best to stay hidden. We were an animal. And then that thing," and he points to you, Carl, approached.
So while we were waiting, Carl would have turned into a mini version of one of the pews.
Okay.
So there's like a little mini pew that sits in front of Yorn now, because obviously Carl is not that big.
Okay.
But at the mention of the thing, you just see like the eyeball form on the pew.
That thing. That chest with teeth. And that mushroom. They approached us. Bearing teeth and large eyes. We sought to defend ourselves. And in doing so, my brothers were lost. She looks at, well, obviously the small pew that has the eyeball right now, and Yorn.
Yeah.
There is a conflicting set of stories.
Yeah.
We
My guy walked towards your people. They drew weapons and attacked.
We had
He
no
literally
weapons.
just said it. You are a weapon. You attacked first. My guy walked near you. You got scared because
He bore his teeth at us.
He always does.
Yeah, I'll chime in
He
and
doesn't
just
even
say
have a smile.
like-
He's just teeth.
my head never leaves the pew, and I'm still like kind of smiling, like, yeah, his teeth are always out.
Yeah, that's just he's literally like a creature. I don't even know what to call him.
You see the pew like kind of somehow open up, and there's just now rows of teeth. To be fair, as he like stretches out and like a leg of the pew and kind of raises it up like a finger in the air. I always have teeth. I can't really put them away. And as you can, hang on, he'll transform back, and then now finally into his chest form. As you can see, if I open my mouth at all, you see a lot of teeth.
And he
I don't know what you
honestly-
want me to do about that.
And he
No.
honestly just walks around with his mouth open most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. He's a mouth breather. He doesn't have a nose. What do you expect him to do? You freaked out. You attacked because he was just
we
wandering
defended
around.
ourselves against
Bullshit.
your active
He didn't
aggression.
swing first. You swung first.
I distinctly remember trying to feed one of you. And then you bit at me.
Roll
You
a,
I tried
literally
to make
transformed and attacked.
roll a deception check because you did not try to feed it. You tried to eat it.
Oh, yeah, I was like, it's food.
You saw a jackal and you were like hungry.
Oh, please work.
where Sporecap walked up inquisitively and tried to examine it, you were just like, "Oh, dinner."
Yeah, fuck it. I'll roll with this. I legitimately did
No,
not remember that
no.
I tried to eat it. Oh, so close.
Oh.
You see Lady Shiva glare at you. You may go, and she lets the one jackal-ware leave as he stands up from his kneeling position and runs off.
As he walks past me, my tail's just gonna wag faster, like a little maraca. You'll just hear of the hiss.
with just a swishing, squeaking sound.
Lots of squeaking.
And he eventually makes his way out. Yeah. So, an act of nature, for lack of a better term, for I do not know exactly what you are. Hopefully one day want to find out. But an act of nature fell upon you, and as a way of defending themselves, they tried to fight back. That may explain the first of the attacks, but that does not explain the second. And the fact that you all paraded around members of our society out in the open, walking amongst you. How do you explain that?
You mean today? The door was open. And no one got mad when we walked out, so I figured it was cool.
I think she
She's not
means the
referring to that.
zombies that we had.
She was referring to the second wave that came at you and basically called you for a summons.
Wait, when we went to the town or in the cave?
No. This was the second wave on the road.
Yeah.
That
The
attacked.
very
We
dapper.
killed a lookalike of this guy and made him a zombie.
Oh
the
yeah.
one where
Yeah.
we almost died.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't. Well, we weren't summoned. You were arresting us, and we didn't understand why. And we were like, "Well, fuck that."
You were told.
Yeah, he said that we killed a bunch of their guys, and I was like, "What the fuck? They attacked first." And I was like, "Well, we're not getting arrested." And he was like, "Well, then you're coming with us." They drew weapons. We killed them. You keep
understand there are
attacking
laws
us
amongst
first. I don't give a
common
shit
society.
about your laws. I just don't want to be arrested, which I already am, so fuck it now. But like, we just want to do our own shit and not bother anyone, and you keep bothering us. Why are you bothering us? We'll keep killing your guys if you're going to keep bothering us. But like, I'm down to work with you too. It's fine. I don't care. You just keep trying to kill us, and it's pissing us off.
This is the best dialogue. Along
When we were told that we will pay for our crimes and for the loss of your fellow people, it was assumed that we would be paying in kind. And to be fair, those of us who are still living, no offense, buddy, as Carl looks back towards the suit of armor that is Samur, we would rather stay living. And when we were not given an option to walk away, yes, that is when we attacked because we had no other choice, no other recourse.
Yeah, we were defending our freedom and lives. Let me put it this way. If you were walking down the road and me and my group walked up to just you and you didn't have any of your spooky powers, and we said, hey, you killed a bunch of our guys, you're under arrest, you're going to pay, come with us. Would you, like, just come with us and hope we don't kill you? Or would you try to get away? And we tried to get away, but you had a bunch of people surround us, so we killed them and left.
You do understand that there is a difference in the situations that you have been presented with and you have presented myself. The situation you have presented me is a random event. The situation you have been presented with is you recognized the creatures in which you attacked, and then you also recognized the creatures that wanted to claim you for judgment.
Yeah.
They asked you to come with them.
Yeah.
You chose not to.
Yep.
And murdered them.
Yep.
There may be laws in town to town and village to village, but there is a law of the land when a murder is performed that most often a bounty on said murderer is placed upon that man's head. Now, I have claimed that bounty by basically asking you all to replace the men you have killed.
I'm gonna shoot my tail up and kind of like wiggle it around like a kid raising their hand.
She goes from a displeased and upset that she has to explain herself look to a raised eyebrow, very The Rock WWE-esque look at you. Just
the big eyebrow.
yeah.
My eyes are like my eyebrows. If I had them, they'd be raised, and like I have like a childlike smile with a bit of a gleam in my eye, just staring at her.
Excuse me, how may I help you?
Yeah, hi. Just curious. How much was the bounty for?
Your life.
Yeah. How much?
Your life.
No, but I mean,
Your servitude.
was
you
there?
are meant to replace those you have killed.
Oh, I thought you meant there was a bounty actually put out for like a price on our heads.
Normally, when a murder is performed, yes. If there is a suspect, we had the suspect, it was all of you. Then you killed more, paraded their corpses on our land.
So you're saying there was no reward?
We own you.
And my tail's gonna slowly lower, and it's like it's just gonna droop, and it's gonna loosen and let Sporecap go.
I'm free.
And I'm gonna drape my head over the pew, like, oh, okay.
At this point, Shadow's just gonna go. How can you expect us to answer to laws for a land we had never been to, and not in the fact that we are claiming ignorance, but the fact that we perceived your group not as officials. We were just told to answer to you, to Shiva. We don't know you. We don't know what type of power you are. We didn't know anything about you. All we hear is this name. For all we could have known, you could have been a group of bandits. You could have been the murderers.
Yeah, I thought you
But
were
you're
a god.
But you are placing the blame and the accusations on something to where we defended ourselves, and on a stretch of road that most of those roads are not dictated by where the boundaries lie of the towns. Your town is your hold for the most part. How is it that we are to answer for a crime that we believed we are defending ourselves, but in your eyes it is simply a murder? The second part is in the parading and gallivanting of your dead comrades. How are we supposed to not be able to justify something that is a fairly common practice in many adventuring groups? From what I've seen.
Is it a common practice to raise the dead and use them?
Maybe not in
Have
your
you-
society, maybe in other.
Have
The
you
mushroom
summoned
guy,
them?
that's kind of what he does.
And the
I don't really
spider
know what else
raises
to
his
tell you.
forelimb.
Yeah, it's kind of like his thing. I don't know what to tell you. I've never
gonna-
met anyone like his kind. That's just what he does is necromancy.
Is it a common thing in your society to roam
Have you
around?
seen anyone dead
But
walking around? No,
Rick-
we bury our dead.
that's
After they
wonderful.
have-
My-
You might, but not everyone else.
My tail's gonna
does.
shoot up.
I come from a death cult. This is kind of normal for me.
As far as you've explained, you are a servant of Mercule. Mercule
Yes.
asks that those respect the dead.
No, fear
Respect
death.
death.
But yeah.
By fearing it
Yes.
and respect the dead.
You know, depends.
Regardless, you are basing charges on something you cannot prove. You have a testimony of one.
I think
Answer.
I think Sportcap
a
is
testimony
going
of a
crazy with his hands
surviving
right now.
citizen. I have a testimony of a surviving citizen that you all saw. He has submitted his claim.
We have submitted ours.
Yeah.
So therefore, because we have come to an impasse, does that therefore make it because you have claimed to have ownership of a crime that we technically could say we did not commit? And if you say murder is murder, again, if we saw ourselves as defending ourselves from a group of creatures we had never seen before, we had never met before,
Or, a group of cultists out to kill us because who knows what power they serve.
There is
we
a
did-
group of cultists out to kill us, by the way.
We did just get back from Easting where we fought a horde of zombies and a necromancer, and who knows if they're after us.
you claimed that we could have been bandits. We could turn into fish, monstrous beasts out roaming the wild to create havoc. When in reality, you, by sending your scouts to investigate us, we don't know the group. We don't understand the situation either.
Oh fuck, where did he go?
Instead of maybe sending one person to come say, we are representatives of, and wave to the general vicinity of the area. We are the representatives of this town, this village. But instead you go to spy on us because we're strange, and to us, this land is strange. We do not come from directly around here, all of us. Some of us do. Some of us have never even been on top of the surface until recently. So do not point the finger when you are not prepared to
Recognize
take the
you.
accusation. No, you don't.
Yeah, Graw, looking around, you can eventually spot Sportcap the spider on Samora's shoulder, waving at you.
So when I notice that, I'm just gonna lift my tail and look at it like, when did that happen?
Please don't crush me.
I'll try.
To kind of finish this up, you are using best and the testimony of someone that we personally cannot trust, only the testimony that you can trust on a claim of our lives that is based on the testimony of someone that was within the situation.
D&D, baby.
Can I get legal advice from Shadow?
I totally didn't take business law or anything.
Imagining this in a high-pitched, squeaky voice.
Oh, 100%. I just was not going to do that the entire time. I would have killed myself. And by the way, this is all like, all you can see is his behind.
Is God here?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
good.
letting you guys talk.
He's listening.
He's formulating
Shiva's
a counter
listening,
argument before I try to.
The argument that was presented against you, that I feel you're not fighting against. Or that
Is it still the
doing
dead?
a bad job. It's that there was the initial scouting troop
Yeah.
Sure.
that that attacked simultaneously, right?
Uh-huh.
They thought they were being threatened. They defended themselves. You defended yourselves, and 3 of them got killed. 1 of them got away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then there was the troop that were meant to reclaim you and bring you there.
Yeah.
Again, based on what they perceived as we are a group, could have perceived them as a group of bandits. We could have perceived them. Regardless, they made a claim that we should go answer to Shiva to stand trial, to someone we don't know, to a power we don't know. What else are we going to do? We're not going to just lay down our arms and amply buy to a power we know nothing about.
Plus, when they say
That's
answer to
the
Shiva, I think about Yorn saying, "Oh, we're all going to go to Mercule." So Shiva didn't seem like a real person.
That's what your argument is.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm referring to Shadow's argument.
Yes,
Is that
okay.
that this holier than thou figure Shiva, you do not trust.
No,
Well,
she was gonna fucking
here's the
hang
thing.
us.
If we wanted to murder everybody and we wanted to just kill everybody, why would we have let one person go? Why would we let a survivor?
I think he ran.
Why didn't we just
Yeah, he
chase him
ran.
down and just kill him? If we were truly this grotesque.
Honestly,
monstrous group.
I mean, in all honesty, I thought he was just a random monster. We didn't even know these things are like that. Well, not things. You guys are sentient. We thought you were just monsters roaming around trying to attack things. How are we supposed to know? I've never met a jackal were. Or any were, for that matter.
Never met a jackal.
I lived in a death cult, and then Mercule, and I fear death. If something's coming at me, threateningly, I'm gonna kill it, because it's trying to kill me. I don't know what you want me to do.
So no, we are not going to just lay down because you say that we'll come answer for that when we didn't believe we committed a crime. And we were justified in our actions against your men, against your people, your citizens.
That does not excuse the fact that you were guilty of committing a crime.
The crime
You
of,
would not have believed it of murder.
again, not murder because of circumstance.
Murder is
We
a
defended
matter of
ourselves.
perspective.
Had we gone and sought out your group and blindly killed them, had we snuck up on them and
You
put a
did.
dagger in their back?
You did when you decided to come to our village. And you were told, again, to come report to me for the crimes you had committed. And then you decided to burn one of our houses down and attack while you fled.
You're just going to hear Shadow put his face in his palm. And
Yeah, so that we weren't arrested and hung. We ran like bitches because we don't want to die.
Have
Duh.
you been hung?
Not yet.
This is court. This is trying to suss out fact.
Well, yeah, now you want us to work for you. That's fine. We
Is
didn't know that. If you would have said you just got to pay your debt by working, if any of your cops would have told us that, probably would have been like, oh, okay.
We have no.
Instead, you said, come to court.
Everyone here is a citizen.
Okay.
We patrol ourselves. I am judge, jury, and executioner.
Okay, well, that's fine, but none of your citizens told us what was going to happen if we went to court. Not a single one. Not any person
Really?
said you're going to go to
Is a
court.
fairly standard term in today's society.
Yeah, most places.
Shadow
if you
kind of raises
kill-
a hand and goes, "Actually, where I come, you don't get a whole lot to say in terms of."
Yeah, like what I was
You're
going
no
to say
longer
is,
in the society that you are once
But
from.
that is all I knew. How was I supposed to know that was different?
I'm literally
I
from
would
a
have
death
been under
cult.
the assumption that you would have understood the outsider's way of perspective, considering you walked amongst them so freely.
What a
No,
racist.
I left my old society, and now they're trying to kill me. That's what happens just from leaving. So when your guys came and told us, "Oh, you killed a bunch of our guys," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And I like, "What do you mean?" And then they were like, "Yeah, you got to come to court." I figured we're gonna die. So it's kind of kill or be killed. That's kind of how the world works most of the time. You're the first city I've ever come across where it's not eye for an eye. Sorry, but that's weird. So, my bad for killing people. Thought I was going to get killed back.
Arrow, do you have anything to say? Carl,
Mm,
some more.
Yeah, I have loads to say. Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is maniacally in the corner.
Sportcap's over there doing the hand jive.
Graw, you are right now starting to feel the effects waning.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Do I even have a defense? I mean, I don't know. It's
How about the fact that you're a wild animal?
well, I don't think that matters to her.
How about the fact that we're being persecuted for a crime that is being labeled us for?
Yeah,
a
so
Well, you've
justifiable
already said all
offense?
that.
right.
Oh, I know.
So, real
But it
quick,
doesn't seem to matter because we're going to be
No,
persecuted
it doesn't
regardless.
matter.
and
It's
we
whatever.
We're not
just
getting
turn
executed.
into
but
slaves.
let me just explain real quick. If we were mass murderers, when we woke up this morning and found out the door was open, you don't find it strange that we didn't just start burning the town down? If we are mass murderers, like you say we are, then the first thing we should have done would have been to walk out the door and stab everyone in sight. Instead,
Simple
We
math
woke
would have
up-
said that you would have been overrun.
no, who cares? We're monsters, like you say. We don't give a shit. So instead,
Obviously,
we woke
you
up,
do.
we were confused as to what was going on, and we went for a coffee. Now, granted, there was no coffee, so we had a beer instead. Delicious beer, by the way. Fantastically delicious beer. But
Grawl's just gonna
that was
nod.
what we did. And we paid for everything. If we were mass murderous monsters, like you say, we probably wouldn't have even have paid for the food. No one was coming after us. We could have
This
even
goes
tried to
back-
leave the town. We didn't leave.
This goes back to the original question that I had proposed amongst you all. Why isn't it that you introduced yourselves as such?
What do you mean?
Because of the fact that you continue to send what would be perceived as hostile groups.
You were literally attacking us every time we met you. I don't know what you wanted us to do.
You walked by our village. As you have seen outside, we do not show ourselves in the form that we display here in safety.
It's
You mean
almost
that
as
one-
if random monsters
in the
walking
world.
in a group together would be attacked randomly in the outside world.
You were
And
not
would have to
attacked
defend
randomly.
themselves.
You were not attacked randomly. You walked by our village
And therefore you sent spies on
to investigate
pers-
you and
to
understand.
who could very easily be perceived as hostile.
We walked by your village. I remember that night. We took a peek at your village. You were all walking around like zombies, and we were like, well, fuck that place. It looks creepy. And we left. And then you sent people to follow us and be weird. I don't know what you want when they attack us first. You sent a group after us after we peeked at your village and walked away. We were leaving you alone. And you came after us. And you're going to keep sitting here telling me that we were the ones that came after you. The only time we came to you was to get the beer. And that was going to be a normal job.
Yeah. I don't drive to Ohio and stop by Gary, Indiana on the way there. Like, what?
Yeah. I'm like, we had no reason to go to your village the first time and say hi. We just saw a bunch of people walking around like zombies and it was weird. So we said, we're leaving. We didn't know what you were. We knew nothing about your town. All we knew is no one was talking and everyone was just moving from point A to point B and like doing stuff, but being really strange about it. So we said, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go there. Those people look strange and are acting weird. So we left. And then you sent people at us. That's pretty hostile in my book. I don't just go follow people around. That's weird. It's literally harassment and stalking. And by the way, stalking in most towns is a criminal offense. Just saying. So if your guys are stalking us and then they attack us and we defend ourselves, I don't really see what the problem was.
Oh, and he's really hung up on my Gary, Indiana joke.
He sits back. She doesn't say anything.
Yeah, duh.
Okay. Then this is what I request of you. You are currently under the employ, as you have mentioned, from the leader of El Result, a bound contract that you cannot break.
No. Like, I can't get this tattoo off.
Dismantle their city.
Really? He's
Break
gonna
them
kill
apart.
us.
If you do that, you will have absolved yourself.
No, you don't understand. We're not strong enough. I mean, you give us some time and maybe we can pull it off. But, like, Ram is...
You have
Okay.
1 month.
You see this chest in front of me? Ram is him, but way bigger. He literally will eat us. That's a terrible, terrible
Yeah.
idea.
He ate my face once. It wasn't.
He's
it was not a good
really,
time.
really powerful. I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. Like, I have no problem killing him. I mean, he was nice to me and all, but he's, like, really fucking angry. He'll
You
kill
have
me in
1
a
month.
split second.
You have 1 month to sow discontent and dissolve their city.
Yeah, but, like, what if we can't pull it off in a month?
Yorn, hold up. You're asking the question. What is it in for you? What
Not
reason
to
do you
be
have?
killed.
No.
obviously.
No, this is to her.
No, yeah, dude.
This is
it's-
to prove to me that you can do what you're told.
It's literally this, or she's gonna kill us. Is what she's saying. Like I don't.
No, I
yeah.
understand that. Oh, I understand that. But
then why are you
Well, then I'm
asking?
gonna.
to prove that we can do as we were told. Why though? You want to absolve
Because
this
I have
contract?
found you guilty. As much as you try to defend yourselves, you did not report to the summons that you were told to report to. As much as the little one in the back tries to defend you, as much as the loudmouth in the front tries to defend his life, it does not change the fact that you murdered so many of our men.
Murder is a matter of perspective. What you see
And my
as murder,
perspective is that you murdered them.
and your
Yeah.
perspective is shit.
This is exactly why we didn't want to come to court. Duh.
You are a
no matter what
jackal.
we say, you are gonna constantly say that we murdered people. Why would we ever go to that court? Why would anyone go
Okay.
to that court?
All right. 1 month, so discontent, and
Yeah.
we're off the hook.
Dissolve the city.
She means
All right,
literally.
got
Do
it.
it how you see
Carl.
fit.
Gets up
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
fine.
all right, got
Right.
it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm good.
And starts to walk out.
Yep. Do you need to move
And
us?
I jump on Carl's back as he starts walking.
Damn it. Yeah,
I'm
gonna
sure
follow-
you'll be able to find us if
in
it
disgust.
doesn't work and we're out
Yeah.
of time. So
I'm following in disgust.
Yep.
and Carl's just like urging people
I'm
out.
sorry,
Like, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
let's get out of here.
Go.
Yep.
As they're
Shadow's
all.
gonna kind of glance at Carl as we're leaving, and just kind of give him a quick look.
Complete blank face.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as they're all leaving, I'll just look to Shiva and say, just to clarify, if we fail in this month, what happens?
I will find you myself.
And
Fireball. Broadcast Fireball.
She's gonna kill us, bud.
I know. I don't have that spell. I don't have it.
Hey man, all I know is if I was in jail, I would really hate it if the judge was vague.
I wanted to call her a jackal and how her
Well-
entire town is just cowardice.
I mean,
They-
from
they
her
are
point of view,
cowards.
we did murder her people.
And from our point of view, it's self-defense, so she can go rightfully fuck herself.
Kind of,
And
sort of.
from
I
his
mean,
point of
one
view, the Jedi
one
are
group
evil.
did just say, "Hey, come with us," and we said, "Fuck you, I'll kill you."
It's literally the same thing as if like they're Wisconsin and we're all from Illinois. And say we're all in a car and we're speeding through Wisconsin, yet somebody with Wisconsin license plates is right next to us speeding even faster. The cop is going to pull us over because we're fucking Illinois bastards and not Wisconsinites. That's literally
Yeah.
what just happened and what was going to happen, which is why I was trying to avoid court.
Well, why'd
the
we go
whole
there?
time. Because she made.
None of us were under her spell.
Yeah, we were.
No, we didn't.
Initially, we were not. We got out of it, but we went anyways because we didn't want to try and leave the fucking town.
Because they would kill us.
Right. So we were not under her spell, but we went anyway out of fear.
No. Originally, she came and put the spell
Yes.
on us.
Yeah, I
in the
know.
cave,
And then you got
then
rid of
put
it.
us- Well, yeah, but she put us in prison.
No, we were not in prison.
We were technically kind of in prison.
There was no door. We were literally on a dirt path. We could have left.
Well, yeah, we left, and then it was like, well,
But we didn't
we could
leave.
try and leave.
We didn't even try to leave.
Well, no, I meant we left that house.
Yeah,
or
we
whatever
could have
we
just-
were in.
We were
My point is-
exploring the town. We had the run of the town, but it was very much implied, don't fucking leave town.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know it was, but we still had that choice to leave town.
Oh,
we were
Yeah,
not
we wanted to
forced to
try
stay.
and fight the whole town on the way out.
I
You're
don't think they
insane.
would have fought us. She just would
But
have came
here's-
after us.
Here's the deal.
Yeah, they would
We've
just
got
come
1
after
month.
us again immediately.
We've got 1 month to train, and then we burn the fucker down.
The
So
main
Carl was
thing
just
was
like, all right, folks, as we're
Yeah.
leaving like the manor, all right, time's of the essence. Let's just hit the road, head
Yeah.
back.
Let's get
Yeah.
back to Elversalt.
We got it. Yeah, we have opportunity now. We have a mission.
yeah.
Mission.
We gotta go burn down Elversalt. Yeah, so let's go.
Yep, got it. Burn it down. Let's burn it down. Let's go.
Yep, let's all
Let's go
just
burn down
destroy
Elversalt.
it.
And
I
he
mean,
will
I'm
start
not doing
making
that.
his way back
Yeah.
through town, through the road,
Yep.
and be very like,
Elversalt.
Hey, while we're leaving, can I peek into the tavern to see if the guy's recovered?
Bro, take a piss on the
Yeah.
sidewalk for me.
I'm
So-
curious.
You pull aside. You enter.
You guys could
Yeah,
even
just
walk without
tavern.
me if you want. I run faster than all of you.
Mhm. You pull aside. You enter the tavern, and you see the bartender
Mm.
behind the bar. He doesn't have the 1,000-yard stare like he did, but you can see that there's a sense of wariness on his face, and when he sees you, it's like a trigger almost.
Hmm.
It's not. He doesn't get it back, but he's just like he's fighting that urge.
Okay.
What do you say?
I'll just go up to the bar and say, hey, before we left, I something I said seemed to upset you. How are you feeling?
I don't exactly feel like myself. You asked me that why did I do what I did?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I build this tavern for her? And it hurt. It was painful for me to question that motive.
Does it?
It hurts now. I'm trying to fend it off, but it doesn't feel right.
So something is making you feel a certain way or to restrict a certain thought?
I do what I do in service of her.
Mm. And I'll just give a
But I
slow,
don't-
like really big nod.
But I don't know why.
Mm. How long have you been here?
A very long time.
Mm.
And you can see him. He's he very human features, as most of the village here is when they're not in their transformed state, whether they be some other form of were creature or jackal were. You're noticing on him, he's somewhat of a rotund man. He has graying in his face, and he tells you that he's been here since he's been 20. You'd ballpark his age based off of people you've seen, that he's like in his late 50s.
Okay. Huh. And this whole time you've just had that same thought that you do what you do for her.
I've never questioned it.
Can you
Everything.
hold that thought for 1 second? I'll be right back.
Sure.
All right, and I'm gonna run out and which one of you guys got remove charm or dispel, whatever it was, curse?
I think
It was Yorn and someone else.
Arzacook.
Mine might be used up.
All
Let me
right.
check.
yeah, he probably.
Mine's
used-
used up right now. I need to do a long rest to get back.
Does Arzacook have his? Because
He
I'm just
used
running
both
to the
of
group and I'm gonna say like, hey, the bartender needs like some help, and I think he's under the same spell that we were all
No,
under.
we only had 4 slots of it, and 4 of us had it, so we had to use all of it.
Ooh.
So we need a long rest to get
Okay.
it.
Wait. Hold on. What is the curse that we're looking for?
I believe it is the
We don't-
same. It's the charm that we were all under. I believe the bartender.
We technically don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
We
But
don't
if
need to
you-
know what it is. We just need to.
If you have remove curse, you can use that on him though.
Oh shit!
Yeah, remove curse is gone for Arzacook too.
I don't know. Hold on, let me check because I know it's listed. I have third level.
Yeah, if you have it, the other thing is you have to have it prepared.
I do not, and I would need time to
So-
prepare that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would need to sleep.
All right. Well, then I'll just mutter under my breath like "fuck" and then come back to the bartender.
Presto, have you had that the whole time?
No,
No, we just got
just
it.
Oh, right,
just
right.
recently.
Yeah, that's like a 3rd level spell, so
Oh wait, I don't have third level. I should have second.
So the last thing I'll say to the bartender for now is I'll come back. I'll like jump, put my front paws on the bar, say, look, I like you, and I like the beer that you gave me, and I would like to help you later on, if you would like. I don't like that I made you question your existence.
Can't say that I'm for or against me having these thoughts. It is disconcerting because of how many people around just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've noticed.
I'm under the impression, now that I actually give it some thought, that if I were to disobey, it would prove mentally excruciating, as I have tried once before.
Have you?
A long, long time ago. I'm not like the others. I'm pretty sure I've told you that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afflicted. I'm not a jackal-were. The jackal-wares serve due to a mixture of fear and generalized part of their nature. I'm more proud than that.
Mm-hmm.
But she has me under
Some type of spell.
yeah, it would take time and thought to actually understand and think about without raising too much suspicion. But not all of us are here because we want to be. At least that's what I think.
Oh, trust me, I'm well aware of that, and so is the rest of my group. We just broke out of that, actually, but don't go spreading that around.
He looks at you incredibly inquisitively, and just how, like there's a desire that is like burning in his eyes.
Well, a few of my friends have special abilities that allow us to remove such charms against you.
Then why not just kill her? Wouldn't that remove?
Well, you know, it, well,
Like he's.
that would remove
We come back.
any and all charm.
you are
Yep.
you are
Did
correct, but maybe we should talk about something like that somewhere else.
We're alone in a bar.
She's too strong. Like, I'll just say that right now. Okay, so the first time we ran into her, we were very weak and tired, and she charmed half of us in one go. She put that same desire that you were having onto all of us immediately. Or
It was only
at least
4 of
most
us.
of us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the next day that we were rested enough to get our wits about us and break from her hold. Now, while I agree with you, I think removing her is on the table. But as you said, it will take time. I believe we need to get a little stronger and possibly gain more friends.
So, what you're telling me is you have the capability of removing an affliction.
Yes.
Okay. And you're looking for strength.
Yes. Actually, when we get back to our other town, I should be getting a bit more strength, but I will always say yes to more strength.
Well, while you're away, I'll have a chat with some of my friends that you didn't kill.
And I'll kind of lean in and be like, it was self-defense.
That is not the word of the town. But, aside from all of that, I will have a chat. I will slowly build a coalition, but until we're set free, I do not believe there is a way for us to aid you in any sort of fight against her.
Now, you say to set you free, but the only way I can see to set all of you free at once is to remove her. So how can we count on your help if she's still around?
Well, we may not be able to assault her. I don't think there's a command that has us outright defend you.
I see.
While we may not be able to attack her, we may be able to alleviate any extra aggression in your attack upon her.
And I'll slowly nod and say, yeah, I like the sound of that.
Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye. Now, I don't believe I got your name before before I did what I did to you last time.
Corin.
Orin?
Corin.
And then I'll hold my tail out over the bar. It's a pleasure to
He is
actually
not-
meet you, Corin.
He has a fat, meaty palm. He grabs it up.
I'm gonna super coil around his arm, shake it real as hard as I can with the tail.
Yeah. He gives you a really good squeeze back.
Yeah. And in case you missed my name, it was Graw.
Oh, I heard it.
Yes. And thank you again for the beer and for this great chat.
All right. I will have a discussion with some that still remain. But do not dally. Be quick, whatever you do.
All right, I'll give
Get
a nod.
stronger, find friends, whatever. But we don't want to be captive any longer. I can assure you that.
I'll give an astute nod, and I'll pop off the bar and say, all right, we'll make it as quick as we can.
All right. You leave. You fucking hightail it on the road and catch up with the group.
As we're leaving, when we walk by our domicile, is the wolf still there?
Yeah, the wolf is still there.
All right,
happened
I'm
to
gonna.
him.
Cool, that's great. I'm gonna walk up to the wolf, still spider. Change out, and then get on the wolf's back and tell mush. Follow the group.
And he does.
Solid. Isn't conspicuous at all.
I love that drinking beer got me a coalition.
Hell yeah.
We don't know that yet.
So, you all continue to make your way down the roads, traveling through the day. Do you go through the night, or do you stop for the night?
I'm okay to keep going, but you guys can choose.
I mean, we normally travel by night, so.
Yeah.
I would at least take a little bit of a short rest, really.
Okay.
And basically at one point where we'd be like normally getting ready to after like a full travel day, getting ready to make camp. Okay, guys, I want to show you something real quick. And you see Carl pull out a length of rope with and he attaches to it like this strange kind of looking hook thing, and he starts spinning it and whips it up into the air, and it kind of floats in the air as it like grabs onto the to nothing essentially as he casts rope trick, and he starts pulling open essentially a maw into the middle of the air. Let's go somewhere quiet where we can kind of discuss our plans for Elversalt.
Shadow nods.
Slides up the rope and goes inside the very toothy maw.
Sure.
Shall we take a 5-10 minute break then here?
Let's.
I go up in there.
All right,
No, we're taking a legitimate bio break. 5
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
Yeah, that also is very much perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I like the idea.
I'll be
Be
back.
right back.
Yep. Give me a second.
Andrew.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I
I
honestly
wanted to kill you.
I did not expect anything from that bartender bit. But
Could not break that fucking wall.
You do realize from their perspective, you guys are
Yeah.
the entire aggressors.
yeah,
And
totally.
From our perspective, they are the entire aggressors. I understand honestly, from a DM perspective, and for the fact that you're trying to keep it authentic, fantastically done.
Yeah.
But motherfucker, I wanted to kill you from a player's perspective.
Oh, dude, no. The moment you brought like the first attack where it was like, oh, the 4 dudes were watching us,
Yeah.
I think we won that part. The second part, though, when they said, hey, come with us, you need to talk to Shiva, and we're like,
If
fuck
I'm
you!
100% honest, had we not lit their fucking couple
Yeah,
of
also
houses,
that.
buildings, whatever, ablaze, I think we would have had a total actual proper art to where it's
Yeah.
like, no, fuck you, this is bullshit.
So if only
But
some
literally
people
the
in a
fact that
party
half
weren't
of our
fucking...
goddamn group was standing in the back, and all of a sudden we see. By the way, we're burning this place down, and we're just sitting back there going, "Fuck."
Except for also the fact that you're parading the dead as well.
Yeah.
And in truth, that's gonna be a fucking. Depends on the views of necromancy from town to town.
Yeah.
Right, and their views are that.
And they are very not a fan of it. They are very not a fan of it. To which we could always kind of look at them and go, well, we could, burn the disgracer and then quickly figure out a plan to where we replace, Mushroom Man with a similar doppelganger double of fakeness.
Just every time we
Okay.
go into town, make him shapeshift into a goat or something.
Yep.
Huh?
Well, no, what we do is we get a real goat, and then we have the spore goat, and then we go, by the way, we point at the real goat and go, that's the mushroom right now. And hope to God we actually roll well on that fucking deception check.
I mean, I can stick with the tarantula spiderling because that's pretty small.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Grabs a random spider. Here's
I'm surprised I didn't have to do any rolls for the bartender to be like, hey, by the way, a lot of us
Dude,
don't want to
you
be here.
traumatized him.
Yeah, no. Legitimately, what you had said, right,
Yeah.
was a simple question that was never, ever proposed to him
Mm-hmm.
as to why he did what he did. It was never proposed to him because why would there be a reason?
So
You know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah.
So it's the, oh God, what have I done with my life? Why am I doing what I'm doing with my life? Oh, I have no control.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Didn't have to convince him; he convinced himself.
That's right.
Right?
So I'm just glad after like a 45-minute yell fest, we could have a one-on-one like calm chat, and now we're moving on. Woof. There was not in my opinion, there was not a very good discourse at the at court.
There were a couple of times
Yeah.
where she was ready to fucking kill Yorn.
Oh, I bet. Like if I
The
wouldn't.
utter disrespect.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I picture all of like Judge Judy or anything where someone comes in there and they think they own the place and they're talking like that, and Judy's just like, "Get the fuck out of here, fuck you."
Imagine if Sport Cap could talk.
I wish you transformed from being a spider, Joe, just so she could see you doing your hands to try and like defend yourself for zombifying some people.
I think you guys summed it up pretty well. You don't know what I do in my free time. You don't know what we
Yeah.
do back home.
You came from the forest.
As far as you know, yeah.
As far as I know.
Listen, things are a lot different back home. Like my friend Larry, he has like tons of zombies following him around all the time.
I mean, it's funny that no one like thought about how we fought a horde like a week ago in real world or in game time.
Or
Like, why you guys got zombies following you around? They're resilient.
would have been way more than a week ago.
How long ago was the zombie attack? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It would have been closer to 2.
Yeah.
Because it took you like 8 days of travel to get from Easting to Elversalt. Then you were at Elversalt for at least a day, and then another 4 days.
Because you got petrified.
No.
Oh,
This is.
There was also that, yeah. Another like a week.
Oh shit! That's right. I got petrified after the zombie attack.
Yeah.
Oh my
A week
god!
after
Yeah.
petrification, and then another 4 days to get to Proskur.
So almost a month then.
It has been, holy shit. Yeah.
So when's the snow coming?
Oh, don't you worry. He's got a whole other map for different seasons.
Now that you bring it up,
Ooh.
it has been summer.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta start using the Skyrim months so they actually mean something.
I'm not looking into months. I'm not looking into days. This is Fleebflob.
I like
Fleebfloggin. This is the 18th of Geflugefloggin, followed up by Dikadaka.
We're on the 9th of Steve right now.
You only get to make those up if you require us to say it.
We have the honorary 8th month of the year, Gerptember, named after Sir Gerbo himself.
Sure.
Oh, Sir Gerbo. Can we have Morktober?
Oh, good fucking God. I'm not doing this. But yeah. I rather enjoyed that, by the way.
What
I thought
part?
it was cool.
It was very tempting for me to just pull the wand out and make problems worse.
I was waiting.
I was good just because I'm like, if I don't get Fireball, we're in for a very bad time.
Oh, that or just pull it out and fucking fireball yourself and your friend.
Fireball right in front of Shiva.
Wait, you
Watch
had your
this.
wand out the whole time?
I got it. Boom.
Insane.
Now, I would have been so happy if she would have looked to that Jackaware who was the scout and was like, if he would have stuck around and we would have swayed her to our view, Carl would have been like, no. I have a perfect punishment. And you'd pull the wand out. Let me do it. Let fate decide his destiny.
Oh, what would you have done had you gotten another feather beard?
It would have just been like, and destiny has spoken. He dies.
He dies from sneezing. Come here. Oh, jeez. Is
Well,
everybody back?
End of the time I can stay sober,
I'm gonna take that
or
as a
whatever
no.
that one effect was.
Yeah, it was sober for 24 hours.
Yeah, no, I was sober for like a week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was legitimately like a week that I could not feel the effects of alcohol. Incidentally, we were traveling and didn't have access to much alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
And as it stands, Carl isn't necessarily one to get drunk. He's a chest.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I'll grab something to drink.
I'm getting my battle axe. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, I was really tempted to do something chaotic, but I was like, no, because she'll take it out on me.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you guys know, before he gets back, me and John did come to the same conclusion of what the next phase in the plan will be.
And what's that? To get Rom to go fuck up the town?
Yes.
I figured.
Yeah.
That was my plan too.
I figured
was
as much.
Literally, me and John basically came to that conclusion about the same time.
Yep. I
Oh,
figured.
mine was immediate. I was like, okay, fine.
You're giving us a month leeway. Cool, sick, awesome. Let's go.
Yep.
We have a month to fuck off and do whatever we want. Sick, great. We're gonna leave.
I love how like
Now it's time. Yep. Got it. No,
Shiva-
say no more. Got it.
Shiva's becoming like the hated mom, and Rom is the cool dad.
Yeah.
So we're gonna walk back going, Dad.
Exactly.
It's just like, yeah, you have a month. I'm like, say no more. Well, fuck your shit up.
Mom tried to mark
Shiva's
me
the
too.
bully at the school. Rom's our older brother.
Yeah.
Come beat her up for me, big bro.
I'm hoping Andrew goes like as Rom being like, she said what? Oh, and then this like an army just comes out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, Elversilt's probably going to have a bit more renovations done by the time we get there.
Well, yeah, I would hope. I mean, plus
I'm
Elversilt's
forewarning
like
you right now. No, it does not. I will
Damn it.
update that in a later session for
God
sure.
damn it.
All good. I mean, it's gonna take us a while to get there anyway. So
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure there'll be one combat that you guys probably go through in the 4 days of travel. But
We're going to be back to Elversilt by March, just like last year.
I love how she thinks that we could just like dismantle an entire fucking city in a month.
Honestly, we'd probably have a pretty good shot at it outside of like Rom.
yeah,
Okay.
Rom would destroy us.
You met Sporecap's cousin Larry?
I haven't yet.
Have you met
Spell
Ted?
prep for the day, so that sucks. Okay.
So your family naming tree, Sporecap,
Larry.
and then your uncle goes Larry. That fits in with the colony.
It was a book we found. It was just, it was a funny name.
Like all the kids naming, or all the people naming their kid Aria right now.
Yes.
Surprise for all the ones that named their fucking girls Khaleesi.
Hey, guess what? Your kid didn't.
Shall we?
yeah, let's.
All right.
So-
Okay.
Shadow's climbing in the portal.
Yes, the toothy maw of a portal extends with a rope sticking out of its mouth. What do you all do?
Well,
I go up.
I'm gonna paw the rope and be like, I can't climb this. How high up does it go?
Once you grab
Really.
onto the rope, you kind of are shunted into the maw.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you for making that super nice.
Yep.
Because otherwise, Carl was going to be like, it's only really like 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, I
if
could have
that.
jumped it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could have just reached up and got in there.
Can I get the wolf to...
No.
Damn it.
If it's medium creatures only, like up to
God.
medium creatures.
Oh no.
Alright.
We can only
I'm gonna-
hold 8.
I'm going to hop off the wolf, tell it to sit, and and pop up the room.
Okay.
And as you guys come into it, it's very misty. In fact, actually, it's kind of like sitting in a misty field, and off in the distance you see a single petunia. But as you attempt to get closer to it, you realize that it's not actually like possible to do that. The space itself, while it appears to be large, as soon as you get further, like I would say it's the size of like a solid living room that like 8 people can fit in. Or like a great room almost, where like you start getting closer to it and you just find yourself in like an invisible wall. Looking back, what was once a toothy maw is now an eyeball-sized window, and you see Carl there looking back. We're all here. Good. He pushes a button on the grappling hook, and it starts to slowly reel in the rope. All right. Now that we can't be interrupted or followed, and now that we're at maximum capacity, no one else can get in. We're killing Shiva.
Yes.
Fuck
Yeah.
her.
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna lift my tail again and say, I talked to the bartender and apparently there's a lot of people in there that don't want her around. So the next time we go into town, we need to go to the bar because we may have a militia on our side.
Good. That'll go well with whatever Rom can give us.
They're probably under the same curse that we were under, so they
Yes.
won't be able to attack her or do like anything really kind of against her will.
One thing he did say to me was they might not be able to harm her, but they can defend us.
Oh, they're meat shields. Yeah, okay, sweet.
I'd rather the bartender not die. The rest,
I mean, that's up to him. If he jumps in front of a fireball, he's gonna die.
Well, I hope not.
We'll do what we can for him, but hey.
Right. Like, I mean, it's really up to them.
Then I'll just kind of shrug like, yeah, I mean, you're right.
So we're all on the same page then. We're
Oh,
gonna go to
100%.
Yeah,
We're going to Elversalt. We're going to
And
tell
then
Rom
declare war.
immediately what's going on. And then Elversalt's going to kill this place, right? With
Yeah,
us
we have a month to prep. So once we
Yeah.
get there, we might be short like 4-ish,
Couple
5-ish
days.
days.
Yeah, right.
But we still have the rest of the time to prep.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. All right, now we just got to make it sound like, because I don't know what's following us, if anything's following us or not. We're just gonna make it sound like whenever we camp and stuff, we're gonna constantly talk about how we're going to murder everyone in Elversalt.
Oh, we got to burn it
And-
to the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tear it to the ground.
Yeah.
Brick by brick, stone by stone. Eat
Raise
the
the
people.
city. Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
the
I don't-
usual monster thing that we got.
we
and
might
I
not
think we're
want
gonna
to
do.
we might not want to ham it up too much.
Fair enough. But definitely always make it sound like we're planning an assault. We're planning to make it look good that we're planning something, so that we
Hey,
can get into town and not have to worry about their fucking eyes and ears being all jackally.
Yeah.
Just
Hey,
just to clarify here, our plan is to kill Shiva, not burn not burn Proskur, right?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay,
We do want booze.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
We're just gonna kill the leadership.
Well, and anyone
Viva
that
la
actually
revolution!
comes-
Yeah.
I mean, that and anyone that comes at us. I
Yeah.
mean, if someone's trying to stab me, I'm not going to just, run away from them. Like,
Sacrifices to the greater good of the revolution.
right.
As Carl uses the top hat to turn himself into the half elf, half drow, half dwarf version of Che Guevara,
Jesus Christ.
including the now oversized beret for his very fat head,
Les Miserables.
with a long beard and basically like the little tactical, an oversized tactical vest, and very, very baggy pants. Revolution!
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at him. Just
An outfit that is completely outside of the times.
Yeah, I'll just look at
Yes.
him completely silent, like, and just say, I don't understand.
Mushroom Man, can you do that thing where you tell a little birdie to go tell Rom stuff?
I nod, and I'm just
Yeah.
now remembering that I had already sent a bird to Rom.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're gonna need to tell him another one that
They meet us halfway.
that Proskur kind of wants to kill Elversalt, so you might want to let him know ahead of time to start prepping everyone in the city, and that we're on our way back to help with preparation for war.
Can you add
Actually,
on to that I found the spy?
Before I nod, let me check if I actually have it prepared. Hold on. Oh, I do. We're all good. I can do that as soon as we leave.
You've cast it already. You cast it in the morning. You cast it first thing in the morning, and right now it would be late afternoon. Your stint at the bar, discovering the town, and then court. It would have been early afternoon, like 1, 2 o'clock.
Okay.
That's to the point where you guys left.
Yeah.
All right. I'll nod.
You've been traveling for a little while, then decided to take a short rest in this pocket dimension. Plan to murder another fucking character of mine.
Can do, George. Can do.
Well, we like Rom, so I mean, you know.
Sure.
I'm currently looking at some of my spells that I have available to me. I'm going to have a lot of fun with second level spells. Because I've got a lot of fun stuff. Like, a lot of fun stuff. I hope you're ready for flashbangs and smoke bombs.
If I remember correctly, you
Oh.
upcast Animal Messenger so that you could get it there.
Well, I did. I used a
Quicker?
third level. Yeah, not a second level. Because we were out of the... in Proskur, we were out of distance, out of range.
Got it. Okay, so it wasn't quicker, it was a matter of making the distance.
Yeah. Gotcha. I thought I had not just marked my second level spells. Let me change that.
Yep.
But yeah, we're all in agreement. We'll finish up the short rest in here, and then... I think the spell only lasts like an hour anyways.
Yep.
So
It would be the length of a short rest.
like off in the distance, you see the one little lone petunia start wilting as the hour is getting closer. Carl looks over. Yeah. So you guys know, this Carl hole only lasts about an hour, and we're getting close. So let me open the door for you. As he goes back over, waddles over, and pushes the button on the grappling hook, and you see the rope just kind of start slithering back out into towards the ground.
Okay.
You're free to go as he dispels the outfit and the whole get up.
All right. Well, I drop out, and you know.
I can't wait to find a use for Skywrite.
You write a message in the sky and light in the clouds.
Dude, I know what you can use that for.
Exactly.
To signal all the people in Proskur that are going to be on our side.
Yep.
Yes, actually, that would be a reasonable use of it. And as I'm reading the description of the spell, unfortunately, it explicitly states words, not shapes. So, hope you boys are ready for some wonderful ASCII art.
And I'll jump out of the hole.
Yeah, Carl will usher everybody out of the hole, and we'll hop out.
I will.
Way out.
I will upcast Animal Messenger again.
Okay.
And tear another piece out of my notebook and write, coming to Elversalt.
I'm gonna like lean over your shoulder. My head's like kind of almost resting on your shoulder, watching you write.
Coming to Elversalt. Proskur wants you dead. We need help.
Tell him that I found the spy. He'll
Is there a
know.
limit to the word count?
Lizard. No, it's word count. Would that count as? Would you make like an alteration to the rules then that I can, or that the word count would also apply to like me writing on a piece of paper?
I would say that it would need to fit on a piece of paper, sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me write up my words then. Make sure this is below 25. It says.
Okay.
Yeah, up to 25 words.
All right. Even when upcast?
Check.
You're below 25 anyway.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Like if he upcasts it, like,
It's just the duration that it changes.
okay. So 25.
So let me just make sure.
Are you physically writing this out?
Yes. Shut up.
So all of you are shunted out of Carl's little pocket, rope pocket dimension.
Do we notice
You all-
anything around us?
Roll a perception check.
Perception checks.
Oh, we are absolutely being spied on this whole time.
Just curious if I can actually see them.
My -1.
I'll forfeit my check
Holy
because I
shit.
would be writing.
Oh wait, 6. That makes more sense for me.
Don't be surprised by my number.
God, you're +10.
The fact that you rolled a straight 10. I rolled a 10. No, I rolled a 20.
All right, got it.
Okay.
Coming to Elversalt, Proskur wants you dead. We have a spy in Proskur. We're on your side. Need help. And I'll look
Wait,
around for a bird.
What'd you say? We have a? Oh, we have a spy. Okay. That wasn't what I was referring to, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that'll work.
It'll get the message across.
Well, that's a completely different message.
It's a very different message, but it's
It'll
fine.
work. It'll work.
All right.
Hey, if you want to change it, you can motion me and I'll scratch it out.
Not that worried about it.
All I wanted to say is that I found the spy.
We have a spy.
Nope, that's different. I told you all that I'm trying to find a spy from Elversalt. And our fight in the cave was the spy.
Okay. He doesn't know that though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Unless
Yeah,
you're actually.
Yeah, what? You didn't say any of that to me.
No,
no.
we've never
It was a
done that.
while ago that I said like we're looking for a spy, or I am. But
I kind of remember that.
yeah, it's been long fucking time. So don't worry about it. I'll talk to him when we get there.
Spore Cap doesn't remember anything.
All right.
You've
Don't
been a
quote me
spider
on
for
that, I
too
didn't
long.
say
Your
that.
brain shrunk.
Can I find a
With
bird or a bat?
Yeah,
even?
yeah, absolutely. You would make a snap with your fingers, and a blue aura shimmers around you, and a bat flutters out and comes to
And
you.
I will take that piece of paper, rip it out, give it to the bat, and point down the road.
Yeah, and it flies. Kind of sporadically, not as cleanly and prettily as the bird did.
As a
but-
bird, yeah.
Oh, did I write to Rom? Shoot.
The message would be.
It's gonna go to
Okay,
Rob.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't worry about it. The intent was there. But for those of you who did attempt to make sure that none of you are being observed, Yorn, you of the group are someone who notices an awkward ruffle in a bush about half a mile behind you.
Okay. I immediately tell the group, there's somebody in the bushes about a half a mile behind us, spying on us.
I'd say for now we just keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carl's just gonna kind of wave and make ready to keep going.
You waving at him, did you
Yeah.
say? Hell yeah, I'll
Yeah.
wave too. So we wave at the rustling bushes.
Okay.
And I don't
As
know what they're
you-
doing, but I like waving, so I'll wave too.
Out comes a squirrel.
As you do, you notice that the rustling bush runs into the trees.
I'll just kind of give like a little 2-finger salute and be like, "Yeah, see ya. I'll see you around."
You continue forward. Night has fallen. Most of you can see better. Do you continue to press until daybreak?
I mean, I'm down. And
Will we be
can
exhausted,
walk
or will we just take? Will we just be like
You would
super tired?
sleep.
Took a short
You-
rest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You would eventually sleep as soon as daybreak came.
Yeah, I'd be down to do that.
Solid.
So you eventually come to a long rest and make camp.
Let me
Are
hit
any
my
of you
long
going
rest
to
button.
try to? Are any of you going to try to perceive the road, or are you all just going to?
Oh, absolutely. I am a
Realize
very.
that-
Shadow will take first watch.
Okay.
Can I do my pipes?
Absolutely,
I'll
run-
do
your
second
pipes.
watch.
I got a disadvantage on that, right? Because it's charisma check.
Absolutely.
Okay. Come on, 12. Oh,
Knocked it down one more, down to 11. Okay. So, Shadow, while you're on your watch, you hear Sporecap struggling to blow his pipes that you've heard him play for a while now. He's getting progressively better. He's hitting notes that seem somewhat familiar or can be recognized as some sort of music. You find it incredibly awkward that he would be doing such a thing, considering he has no mouth to breathe out of. But you were on watch. You were diligent. Roll your perception check. Okay.
2 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Nothing goes bump in the night. You feel rather entertained by Sporecap's minstrel.
Shadow will give him a
capabilities.
thumbs up.
Eventually, you decide to wake up Yorn. And
I'll just give him a little like
Come
shake
down
of the
back.
shoulder and then just kind of motion toward the little area where I was sitting.
mhm.
And then I will climb up in a tree and start resting my head.
Good to know. Sporecap, you eventually feel succumb to the tiredness from the long, long day that it has been. Yorn, are you up alone?
For second shift, or
Yep.
what do you mean?
Are you
Yeah.
gonna wake anyone? Are you gonna discuss anything? You gonna plan? You're just gonna watch yourself? What's going on?
is it dawn?
It'd be pushing around like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning
Okay, so
we're
it is
up.
after dawn then.
after dawn.
Then yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh no, wait.
Your wolf,
Never mind.
your
I'm sorry.
wolf would
we're
have
sleeping.
faded.
Jesus.
Your wolf would have faded by the time you started practicing.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I'm just gonna take second watch and do a perception check to make sure nothing's like coming at us or anything weird is out there.
Okay.
And then I guess we'll see if I'm waking anyone up. So a 12. That's got to be one of the worst perception rolls I've had in a while.
I know, right? Jeez. What the fuck is wrong with you? You seem somewhat disturbed by the fact that your freedom has been infringed upon. That you are trying to be coerced to kill a man who has shown you nothing but kindness.
Yeah.
That you are being traveled with a group that is being labeled as a group of monsters. And while you've done some dastardly and monstrous things, you do not necessarily see yourselves as monstrous.
Even though we are in fact monsters. Well,
Right.
yeah. But yes, agreed.
You feel yourself. You feel yourself. I assume. I don't want to speak for you, but I would assume you feel yourself as more civilized than just some random acts of violence.
Absolutely.
But all these thoughts plague you during your watch.
Yeah.
Nothing goes bump. Nothing awkward happens. You guys are far enough off the road that any sort of travelers or passerbys that would be on the road do not interfere with you in any way, shape, or form.
Well, that's good.
hmm Do you wake anyone up for a third shift, or do you
Did
just decide
anyone
to
want
rest?
third shift?
I can do it.
Okay.
Okay, I go wake him up then.
Whatever.
Yes. Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Roll again. All right. Good.
Even better.
Uh, you notice a change in the wind. You pick up something on your sense of smell, familiarity from the place that you were just at. It's off in the distance, but you feel it no longer behind you. It's coming from a crosswind. All right.
Can I tell what the smell is if I remember where I smelled
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, you smell the smell seems familiar from Proskur.
A smelly kind of smell.
It
So
smells smelly.
Smelly.
you're under the
My
assumption
belly senses are tingly.
you're under the assumption that whatever had been following you and have been tailing you and trying to observe you isn't behind you, but trying to match your pace.
So it seems like something's following us still. I I don't see it as a big problem right now, so I'll just wait and watch.
No, you smell it on the wind, and it's faint. It's not aggressive to the point where you feel like you're going to be attacked.
Yeah.
It's off in the distance. But again, familiar.
Yes.
Okay. Eventually, the sun starts to crest over the ridge. Dusk is fastly approaching, and you start to wake up the rest of your group. I would like Carl to roll percentile, please.
Sure.
Oh, that's a long rest completed.
Long rest completed.
Awesome.
Okay, let me press the button.
I informed the party that I do smell something, but they probably figured that there's still something following us.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna toss out 2 fuzzy balls when I wake up.
Yep.
Oh, how did Arzacook respond when the badger disappeared?
The badger would have disappeared at the point where he was going to sleep.
Okay.
So he didn't notice it because it had been a very long day. However, when he wakes up and the badger is gone, he is depressed and is distant from everyone at the moment.
He's gonna be a bit more distant because I got my bodyguards.
All right. All right. While that would be beneficial, based off the roll, nothing really goes bump in your travels. So, you all continue to travel. It is a very cloudy evening. There aren't really too many stars in the sky. You don't necessarily feel the change in like potential rain, but cloud cover definitely shields any sort of moonlight. As you continue on, you reach another point in your destination, at which you all decide to take a rest. Are you all going to perform watches, or are you going to just continue to ride it out?
I'll take a second watch again if someone wants the other two.
Okay.
I can have my wolves do one.
All right.
I'm not perceptive at all, so I am not.
I mean, I'm.
Go ahead, Danny.
I'll take first watch again.
Okay.
I would like to roll my pipes when Shadow's watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shadow stares intently, almost like curious as to how the hell Sportcap is doing this.
11. Yes!
So, you're not so much focusing on, the road or the place around you, because it is awkwardly silent. It's serene, and you start hearing Sportcap perform a really a tune at which you feel like you want to start toe tapping. Something that you could, if you were compelled to, you would dance to.
Look at him learning the fucking pipes. He's learning rhythm.
And while you're watching him do this, you're seeing heavy strain come from him as he's exerting a lot of force and pressure near the front under his cap, and you're seeing these tufts of spores expel from under him as he's trying to push out any sort of thing to create some sort of motion to go through these pipes.
Ew, gross. Do not be at the
becoming much
exit
better.
end of that pipe.
He's becoming much better at it.
As the tune is playing, Shadow's just gonna kind of bob his head to it.
All right. And with that, your watch comes to an end. The dire wolves would have disappeared. You wake up Yorn, as is tradition. Yorn.
Yep.
Once more.
Alright, perception roll. There we go.
Nice.
Tell me everything.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that cricket doing over there?
The cricket is playing a jaunty tune for you.
Where mine ended, the crickets begin.
Yeah, exactly. No, nothing to report. It is a ultra calm night. The fire you have going, while awkward for daytime, is comforting and crackling, and you find some sort of rations to feast upon,
Sounds good.
but nothing's tailing you.
All right.
Donnie,
You
we can
look
hear you
off
breathing.
in the distance. You
Should I
start
stop
walking
breathing?
I mean, I didn't
You
want to
said
say it,
nothing.
but
You walk back to your group and eventually feel content that you're gonna be okay today.
Hell
Then you
yeah.
wake up Pyro for his watch.
You're up, bud.
All right.
Pyro at advantage.
Oh, I had advantage? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
All right. The smell is gone.
Interesting.
It's not off in the wind. It's not faint. It could be because the winds have shifted slightly and are coming from the direction of Proskur, so you're not being able to catch a crosswind scent. But
Oh, the
You
good
don't
news,
s-
he's not in front of us.
you don't sense any movement.
Still presume there's someone watching us,
Surely.
but there's nothing to worry about at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just continue my watch.
Okay. Eventually, you wake your crew.
Time to go, guys.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you'd all like to discuss at all?
No.
No?
Well, how exactly are we going to tear apart the city when we get there?
Which city?
Elversalt.
I mean, obviously, we're going to
Oh,
go to Elversalt, remember? That's
Yes.
the whole reason we're doing this, Yorn.
yeah. You know,
Let Rob
mean-
know about it.
I guess. I mean, we can burn it. He's got the flame cannon thing. I don't know.
Well, she said to put in
So
mischief.
chaos and discord
yeah.
and the Panther.
She said basically
That's
destroy
bad.
the town. So
Well, to blow it up
I'm
from
sure
the
that-
inside.
I'm sure the hat would come in handy for that.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna pick up the giant badger and just hand it to Arzuka.
He has a grin upon his face as he continues to carry it, and will struggle the entire walk carrying this badger. So,
Ooh. I know what I can do. How long does this last? It
you
only
would have
lasts a-
realized
fuck.
you would have realized by now that based off of your pace of travel, based off of your the time it had taken to get to Rom, that there is no reply to the first message that you sent.
Oh,
Hopefully there'll be a reply to the second.
yeah. On our journey as well, can I be looking out for 1, animals, and 2, mushrooms?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll a perception check.
Yep.
At disadvantage.
Of course. Going to go well. I know it. I knew it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On your travels throughout the day, you eventually, around the middle of the night, you do see an animal. It's running straight toward you.
Oh. What does it look like?
It's small. It's a little.
Okay.
It's a little. It's a little raccoon
Yo, I gotta roll for this.
Oh boy.
running toward you.
Running straight towards.
Running
Okay.
toward your group, staying
Okay.
on the path that you all travel.
Okay.
It eventually makes its way toward you. Reaches into like a fold in its belly and pulls out a little scroll for you.
Ooh. I'll grab that and unroll it. But first, I want to study the raccoon.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll for it.
All right.
Percentile.
Yep.
It's
20
another
or above.
jackal.
A raccoon where?
A raccoon where it shapeshifts and says, "You're gonna hear from Sheba."
20 or above. There it is. You
Hey.
now can transform
My
into a
God.
raccoon. I will get that in their catalog later.
You're gonna turn into
Trash.
a raccoon.
Trash cap.
There you go.
All right, but yeah, I'll read the scroll.
You unroll the scroll. God. And it eventually does say, "See you soon." Rom.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Well, that was for the first message, right? The
Nope.
one from like a while ago.
Nope.
Okay.
The first message had no response. He would have had an understanding that based off the travel, the fact that you're actively getting closer and how long it takes to get the message to Rom at the time transition, all that, it would have come sooner. So this is a reply to the second message.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Alrighty.
yeah, you continue to make your way forward, traveling in the middle of the night. I would like some more. Please roll percentile.
Yay.
50 wolves. 50 wolves.
D100, right?
D100, yes.
Oh. 85.
Okay.
5?
85 jackal
Oh,
bears
okay.
come out and attack.
I know we're screwed.
Nothing goes well.
85 naked
3
cowboys.
Shivas.
Strahd.
You continue to make your way forward, pressing, and eventually you find yourself at a familiar spot and make yourself a rest. Would you like to continue to roll perception, see if anything goes bump? Or do you just
Sure.
want to continue to travel forward?
I'll do a second shift again.
Okay. First, second, and third.
Yep.
Shadow Yorn, and Pyroar.
Sure.
Okay. All three of you just roll.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Pipes.
Yep. Go ahead. Roll pipes.
Advantage.
Yes, advantage.
Okay, down to a 9.
Nice.
All right. So, Shadow and Yorn, you guys are keenly aware that you may have shaken your tail. You're kind of given that hint, Pyroar, that the group or individual or whatever that was once following you is no longer. And Sportcap is getting significantly better. Awkwardly so.
Mhm.
It is almost captivating.
Look at me. All it took was a death threat.
God, he's going to
Yeah.
get bardic inspiration at this rate.
So, you all continue to make your way forward, wake up, travel. This would be day 3 of a 4-day journey. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna further kind of mumble with some of the group members about how we're gonna kind of just attack Proskur and figure out how to get this thing all unbalanced.
We're gonna attack Elversalt.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Elversalt, fuck. I'm tired.
Yeah.
So,
I wish some of these spells didn't have like
Where's
component
you,
costs
Andy,
that
for
were a
such
bit of a
unique
pain in
names
the
of
ass.
towns?
I just went with a map, buddy. I didn't make these names. The names are on the map.
Damn.
Hell
Remember, you have to go
yeah.
west to get to Easting.
That's right.
Can I do another general perception check for the stuff I'm looking for?
Absolutely.
Cool.
If we want to get to Westgate, we got to go east.
That's right.
We sting.
It's better.
You are starting to see a bit more fungi populated on the road.
What the heck are you looking for?
Mushrooms.
Why?
Some of them edible, some of them toxic, some of them familiar.
Ooh.
And as soon as you get close, you get a euphoric, calming feeling from it.
Ooh. Happy.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you hand off the giant badger to Arzakuk for him to lug around for the day.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Going to, I'm going to have like the smaller badger on my shoulders and the bigger badger in my hands. I'm going to walk up to him and wait for him to pick.
Oh, he takes the bigger badger.
I figured. I just wanted to, leave it as an option.
So
Yes, I'll hand that off to him.
Mm-hmm. He asks you, why did they go away?
A shrug.
You pull them out of a small bag.
I
Give
nod.
me the bag.
Yeah, and I shake my head.
I want my badger.
And I point at the badger that he has in his hands.
This one's going to go away. I want
And I-
my badger.
Shadow's just gonna look at ours cook and go, I think they all go away. I think the spell has a limit on how long it's active.
I'll walk up beside Sporecap and look at Arzakuk and say, yeah, there's no badgers in there.
I hold open the bag and just kind of like show it to him.
He reaches inside and grabs a fuzzy ball.
Sure.
Roll a d8.
This one would follow him, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome.
God, I wish it was a giant badger so he could just be like, oh, look.
That's a rat, I believe.
Rat.
That is in fact a giant rat.
Okay. So
Shadow's also gonna reach in the bag and pull out a fuzzy ball.
There's
there are no more
nothing
fuzzy
left.
balls.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Never mind
it's
then.
only 3
Shadow's
today.
gonna look in the bag and go, oh.
So he holds a fuzzy ball in his hand, and eventually it like starts to tremble and shake. And normally you throw it and let it go, let it do its thing. He doesn't understand, and it just this giant rat, something that you guys remember fighting off when you first started becoming an adventuring group, spawns. And he's kind of startled and taken aback by it. And it's looking at him. It's waiting for him to tell it to do something. Badger! He starts yelling at it. Be a badger.
Beautiful.
Shadow's just gonna start walking. He's done with this.
Hang on.
I'm gonna grab like the badger that's on my shoulders and
Mhm.
just outstretch my arm, like hand it to Shadow.
Hang on a minute. I can fix that badger. Just tell it to go with what I'm gonna do, right?
You see Shadow walking away like he just got a toy at Kmart.
And Carl's going to reach into himself and he's going to pull out this flask that that it looks like it's almost glittery inside with this liquid, this thick liquid. It's like if you go for an oil change and the gearbox has been shredding the gears, looks like that.
Hang on. This will make the badger bigger.
And he uncorks it.
Tell it that it's gonna be okay. Just tell it to go.
Shadow's gonna run away from Carl.
As he starts to pour this over the small badger and
Nope,
cast
Shadow's running. Shadow's running.
enlarge on the badger.
It's 30 feet.
Shit.
The liquid eventually makes its way. Roll a Constitution saving throw for a
Oh
badger.
no.
Oh, for the
badger.
for the badger. Okay.
For the badger.
Yeah, I
so,
can do that.
So Sporecat, this is your pet.
Yeah,
Yep,
as this thing keeps getting bigger, Shadow's eventually just gonna drop the damn thing. But nope.
It's not the giant badger, it's the actual badger.
Yeah, it's the badger. It's gonna go from
Right,
tiny
right.
to small.
No,
Cool.
enlarge. Tiny to tiny to small.
So eventually the badger is like it starts off as, a badger, and then it becomes somewhat like a bull terrier in size. It's a bit bigger, definitely smaller than the giant badger that's following around, or that's being carried by Arzakuk. But
Yeah, that'd be a little bit
you
bigger.
can't carry it.
I was gonna say it's the same size as Shadow.
It
It
would be if you
is.
were laying down. You are upright. It is not.
Thought that'd be a little bit bigger.
And
Well,
about a
I
minute
tried.
later, it goes back to shoulder size.
Shadow picks
Yo.
it back up and just sticks his tongue out at Carl and starts moving.
Oh, I'm
You-
sorry. I didn't realize that you had the small badger. I thought
Yeah.
he was handing the small badger over to Arzakuk as like, here's another badger to make up for your not badger.
No,
No,
currently
he
Arzakuk
is
is
the rat.
carrying a giant badger. He's carrying a giant badger that was offered, and then he pulled a giant rat that is just following him.
Now, Shadow's carrying around the badger like it's a fucking cat that he could barely pick up.
You could have totally done that on the giant badger to make it bigger than Graw.
Yeah, I thought about that for a second, but I was like, well, if I misunderstood the situation, then I thought it was the tiny badger that was being offered to him as a like a here, sorry, your rat's not a badger.
You
Yeah.
could make the rat bigger if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll go with it. Like, well, thought that was gonna be bigger. I thought that was gonna last longer. Whatever. As Charles just like chucks the bottle behind him.
Pyroar.
Yeah.
Have you rolled percentile?
No.
Please, can
Where's that at?
you? On the far left tool set, the bottom option is dice. I'd like you to hit the 00.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right. Combat. Sorry, guys. I am not fully prepared.
Sorry.
It's
Okay.
also like almost 10.
Mhm.
Right. We will start combat at our next session.
Okay.
But I will have something up and ready for you to go. But
What-
Pyroar,
Yeah.
as you all are traveling, you catch a scent in the wind, and it's an aggressive scent. It is familiar. You
What?
hear a howl on the wind,
The Jackaware.
and we'll leave that there.
I would hope not. We can't really kill jackawares right now.
Yeah, I don't. Right, like that's gonna be really annoying if it's angry jackawares.